Hello there. Welcome, welcome. It's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Hey, of course, you know when I'm here, the phrase that pays is fire, fire, fire. I'm all about bringing you that fire and focus. Today's conversation is revolving around how to build it like a boss, how to run your online business with strategy and intention for my beginners and, more importantly, for my overthinkers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday to you. I love the quote, a Sunday well spent brings a week full of content. So I am really and truly, I'm knocking it out. I'm creating amazing content. I want to inspire you to do the same. So feel free to share this with your following. If this is something you feel like they need to know, click on that thing that does what it does so you can share it. Again, today we are going to talk about how to build it like a boss. Really, it's all about what you need to do to find your focus and reduce the overwhelm, overcome the overwhelm so that you can stop the overthinking and do what you need to do like a boss. Excited to have you here. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Yes. So guys, hopefully you can see me. It's a little bit dark. I feel. Maybe if I bring this in a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see me here. Let's see if there's anything that I can do to lighten it up. I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone. I look fine? Okay, awesome. I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. So I wanted to create this conversation because there are a lot of ladies in my circle who are highly driven entrepreneurs like myself. I'm an infopreneur, by the way, if you've never met me before, LaShanda Henry, aka Sister Sense. I'm a web designer. I've been building websites for well over 10 years now, going on 20 years, and I mentor other women entrepreneurs looking how to do the same thing too in their business. So a lot of people struggle with finding their focus. A lot of people struggle with getting things done quickly because they overthink the process. Any overthinkers here? Any perfectionists? There's a ton of stuff that you want to do in your business right now, but you can't quite get the stuff off the ground quickly because it's taking you too long and you're overthinking things way too much. Anybody like that? I see some hearts. I see some hearts. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So this conversation is part 2 of my series of web classes today. The first one was on Facebook, facebook.com/Sister Sense. And I talked about how to make time to get the things that you want, whether it be creating content or creating new normals in your life. That was a great session, 30 minutes. If you missed it, go watch it, facebook.com/Sister Sense. Now I'm on Periscope so I can talk to you about building it like a boss, building your online business with strategy and intention while reducing the overwhelm. So the first part of this conversation, I want you to write down the following, okay? Learn, plan, execute, analyze, repeat. Learn, plan, execute, analyze, repeat. My overthinkers, they're getting stuck. Either you're getting stuck in the learning phase or the planning phase, but you got to learn how to move forward so that you can actually execute, you can analyze the things that you've done, and then you can repeat the process, move on, and make it better. Okay, you can drop that in the comment box. You can write it down somewhere. Learn, plan, analyze, execute, repeat. Excuse me, I mixed up execute and analyze. Learn, plan, execute, analyze, and repeat. Okay, that's the process that I want to talk to you about today. I also want to talk to you today about when it comes to overcoming this process, overcoming overthinking, when it comes to building your business online and getting things done. I missed it. Okay, you want me to say it one more time? Okay, let me say it one more time, okay? Here's the process in a nutshell that we're going to dig into today when it comes to overcoming overthinking. First, you learn whatever it is that you need to learn to move forward in your business with your vision, right? Then you make a plan of action. Learn. Then you plan. Then you execute. You actually implement the plan. You analyze. You take a look. You step back and see what you've done. Then you repeat. You start the process again. Learn, plan, execute, analyze, repeat. Okay? Hopefully you got it that time. Okay. Now, one of the things that overthinkers do is they think too far into the process. Anybody feel like when you think about the things that you want to do, it feels heavy? It feels like there's so much on your plate because you're thinking so far into the future, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps into the future, and you haven't even done anything yet, and you're like, oh my God, that was a lot of work. That ever happened to anybody? One of the ways we're going to talk about reducing the overwhelm and the overthinking is start with just the first step. Then work your way up to from 1 to 2 to 3 steps. And then go from step 3 to 4 and 5. Don't think so much about step 5 and 25 in your mind that you don't move forward. Listen, and I get lost and lose at like 5 to 10 minutes. I get you, right? The struggle is real when it comes to overthinking. But I want you to be in a space where you can quickly create the kind of things that you want to create. You can quickly turn the vision that you want into something that is actualized by reducing that overwhelm and overthinking, okay? So the first trick to this is becoming woke. You know, when folks say I was asleep, but now I'm woke, right? When you are awake to the process that you overthink and you go down a rabbit hole of what about this, what about this, what about this, what about this, and you overexhaust all possibilities in your mind to the point that you do nothing. When you know that, when you're aware of that, you can start to course correct yourself. You can start to go, oh no, I know where this is going. Let's stop. You know that 5, 10 minutes into it, you get anxious, you get overwhelmed. Stop. Be conscious, be woke, be aware. So that 60 seconds into it, 2, 3 minutes into it, you can stop the overthinking and say, listen, no, I'm going to start here. I'm going to do one thing, focus on that for now, and then move forward. Okay? Be aware of what's causing you to go down that rabbit hole of overwhelm and overthinking. Okay? Next thing, KISS. KISS. Love it. Keep it seriously simple. It's a methodology. It's a way of doing pretty much everything that I consume and I put and integrate into pretty much everything that I do. Keep it seriously simple. What do you want to do, right? What do you want to do in your business right now? You can drop it in the comment box. You can let me know. What are some things that you want to do in your life or in your business right now? As I give you the opportunity to do that, let me share this. I remember when I said to myself, oh my gosh, I want to speak. I want to create conferences. I want to be on platforms with thousands of people. I want to do all of this stuff, right? And as I'm thinking about it, I was like, oh my God, where am I going to get the money for the space? And how am I going to rent it? How am I going to plan? Do I need to get an event planner? Where am I going to get the money for that? How am I going to get all these people, hundreds of thousands of people, right? Start to overthink this vision that you want to create. And I said, hold up. Where can I start? I started with Sister Sense Socials. I invited a few ladies, about somewhere between 10 and 15 women, to come out. They met me at this beautiful restaurant in Raleigh, North Carolina. I had my first social. I spoke. They connected. We engaged. And I grew from there. I created my personal conferences. I had, 15, 20, 30 people come out. I do small workshops. I went to my first retreat at a beautiful resort in Virginia. I work with 2 to 3 women. I work with 1 woman. I work with 10 women. I started where I could start now. KISS, keep it seriously simple. Identify those things that you want for yourself. Identify all the big bells and whistles that you want, and then start somewhere. Do what you can, work with what you have, start now. I was okay with where I started, and I've been baby stepping it ever since. Start somewhere. Don't find yourself in your mind so long that you don't move forward. Beautiful Sunday to you as well, my dear, creating my ebook with you, with your beautiful guidance. Awesome. Working on your ebook. That's awesome. Right now, this particular conversation is, I love that you talked about your ebook. This particular conversation is inspired by my content creation challenge that started today at sistasense.com, SISTA, Sister Sense, that's me, sistersense.com/CMC. You can learn about my 90-day content creation challenge. It is an experience where I share with you how to create digital products. I also talk to you about how to promote those products. I also talk to you about how to engage people on your blog via video, via audio, via social media platforms, how to create your own content creation calendar, your own personal playbook for success over the course of 31 days. We do all that and more inside the 90-day challenge. So we're going to start with the first 30 days and then the next 30 days and then the next 30 days till we get 90 days into this experience. It's all about keeping it simple, one step at a time. Reduce the overwhelm by keeping it simple. What can you get done now? So you're talking about your ebook. For me, one of the easiest pieces of content you can create, even before an ebook, is an audio. I knocked out a ton of audios this morning because I'm all about working on Sundays and maximizing my morning magic. Amen. I take that time, I meditate, I get clear, and I'm like boom, 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 creating all this amazing content. I love to write ebooks, books, workbooks. I love to write, but audio for me is the easiest digital content that you can create now. Anybody interested in content creation? Anybody? Yes, yes, no? Creating audios, ebooks, courses, mastermind, coaching programs, all that and more, sharing, teaching people, helping people online. That's what I do. That's what I do, and that's what I help other people learn how to do too. So the content creation challenge starts today at sistersense.com/CM. I see yes, 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 yes. I am a service-based professional. I am a heart worker. I love to teach. I love to help. I love to reach people. And I want to make sure that you can do that too, that you're not waiting to create later, but you know how to create now. If you have a phone, I'm assuming you watching me on some sort of mobile device. If you have a phone and Wi-Fi, you can start creating digital content right now. I know a lot of people say you got to spend money to make money, but honey, you can start making money right now with some of the same free tools that I use. You can spend money, yes, but you can make money with free, with strategy and intention. And that's what I talk about, right? Inside of the experience. Videos or just audios, one or the other. Me personally, I love to start with audio because I'm going to be honest with you. My trajectory when it came to being an information entrepreneur, mentoring and teaching people online. I'm a writer, so I started off with writing ebooks, writing blog content, writing guides, PDF guides, things like that. Started off with writing. Self-publishing, started off with writing. Then people were like, you need to be on YouTube, you need to do video. And I was like, listen, I am a typer and not a talker. I was deathly afraid of video. Anybody afraid of getting in front of the camera? Which is crazy, right? Because I'm doing a live stream here with you. But if you are afraid of getting in front of the camera, that's where I was many moons ago. So after writing, I moved up to audio. That felt comfortable, right? I could speak, I could talk. You didn't have to see me in front of the camera. That's where I started. Writing, then I did audio, then I baby stepped my way into video. Okay, live sessions, pre-recorded sessions, work with where you are. And inside of the content creation challenge, by the way, I'm going to share with you how to create your own playbook, which means this. I'm going to tell you how to create digital content, starting with your first digital product. Have you guys created digital products yet, or you want to create something, or you want to learn how to create digital products the way I do it? Could be one of those or all of those things. Inside of the content creation challenge, I'm going to show you how to create your first digital product, how to engage people on various social platforms, and I'm going to start with audio. I'm going to start with things that feel right and feel natural to you so you can work on keeping it seriously simple. I want to create something more that sells. In the process of doing that now, okay. All of the above, okay. Well, that's what we're doing in the challenge. It literally starts today. The minute you sign up, whether you start today or you start 2 days from now or 3 days from now, I'm going to tell you, ain't nothing like starting today. It's a good place to be. And there are some reasons why you need to start today. I'll tell you there. But it's an experience where the minute you sign up, you can get the starting information. I'm going to tell you how to create your first digital product. And I'm going to tell you how to create a 31-day content marketing calendar. And I'm going to keep it simple. Because you want to start with easy digital products. For me, audio is the easiest thing you can create. I'm going to show you how to create great audio on your phone with your Wi-Fi for pretty much little to nothing. Relatively free. pretty much free. I'm going to be honest with you. I use my phone to create a lot of the audio that I then go and sell. And the platform that I use is an app you can download for free, and then you can get the premium version for like under $5. So practically free. I'm telling you, you can do this. You can create content now. And I'm going to show you how to create, starting with audio, that you can map out and plan over the course of a couple of hours or less than 3 days, and then move from there. So you want to be in a space where you reduce overthinking. Okay, I said to you guys, the Content Marketing Challenge, that's at sistersense.com/CMC. Okay, you want to be a space where you build it like a boss. You got to start turning all the stuff that's in here into digital content. You got to start creating stuff that you can sell, and be strategic and intentional about how you share your information with people. You want to reduce the overthinking on the overwhelm. Number 1, stop thinking so far into the future before you even get started. Number 2, keep it seriously simple. Start with the first step. What's the first thing that you can do to begin the process? When it comes to content marketing, me personally, start your first easy digital product. Audio's the way to go. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep thinking about this process. Now, yes, I agree. Some people, as I'm looking at my notes here, some people try too hard to do too much for too many. You're already in your mind and you're like, I want to reach all of these people. I want to do all of these things. I want to do all of these things like so-and-so does. You trying too hard to do too much for too many people all at once. I want to keep it simple. I want you to be able to identify a focus group of people you want to work with, and I help you figure that out inside the challenge, and I want you to go from there. Any given time, I'm talking to a specific person or a specific type of person. So right now, my vision, my focus, people who are really excited about creating content, specifically digital content, and creating content on their social media platforms that gets people excited about working with them. That's the type of person that I'm working with right now. Last month, I was focused on, in my mastermind group, client attraction. People who are looking to figure out new ways to reach real people to bring in real revenue, right? Last month was all about client attraction. Every month, I do things that speak to a specific type of person. I don't try to do it all at once. Keep it simple. If you find yourself overthinking, a lot of times it's because you've got all these ideas in your head and they're driving you crazy. You got to get them out. You got to get them out. You got to write it down. Even if you think writing it down is like, oh my God, all this stuff is going to be on the paper. Write it all down. Brain dump, as I like to put it. And if you can go a step further and record yourself just talking and talking and talking, then listen back to that replay. Just listening to that audio can help you get clear. Just hearing your voice. I know it's funny because a lot of people say crazy people talk to themselves. Well, listen, entrepreneurs, we good crazy. If you are an entrepreneur, you the good kind of crazy, because we tend to do the things that other people won't. One of my favorite quotes is, entrepreneurs are willing to do what most spend a few years of their life doing what most people won't, so they can spend the rest of their life living how most people can't. Whenever I want to, I could sip sweet tea on this porch, shoes off and relaxed. I could take a nap upstairs. I could do work. I could not do work. I could go shopping. I could, whatever I want, go on vacation. I don't have to say, can I get a few hours or a few days off? I control what I do with my day. That's perfection. That's freedom. Get crazy. Be entrepreneurial, right? Get crazy. Get a recording thing. Talk to yourself, right? Everything that you want to do in your life and your dreams right now, get it out. Hit record it, then go back, listen to it. That can help you process your thoughts, sift through your thoughts, and figure out what it is that you want to do to start first. Keep it simple. Stop trying to do so much for so many people that you don't start somewhere and then build from there. Thank you for the hearts and the love, by the way. I appreciate that. For those of you who are just coming in, I'm talking about how to build it like a boss, how to run your online business with strategy and intention, overcome overwhelm and overthinking. I know that's a big topic, but it's the topic that we're talking about today. And if you feel like somebody in your circle needs to hear it, feel free to do what you need to do to swipe up and share this with your followers. So, let's dive in and continue this conversation with a few of the things that my fellow entrepreneurial spirits who are overwhelmers or overthinkers, a few of the questions that they have. Oh my goodness, this is a good one. So, First, where do I start? A lot of people say, I'm overwhelmed, LaShanda, because I don't know where to start in this process called entrepreneurship. I don't know what I should be doing right now. Anybody feel like that? I don't know where to start. What should I be doing right now? I know all this stuff I could be doing, all these things I want to do. Where should I start right now? Now, chicken before the egg conversation, you don't start with your presence, you start with a plan. Okay? You start with a plan of action. Some people are like, I need to jump on the scene just to be seen. I know I need to be creating free stuff and I need to be doing live streams and this and I need to You need to create a plan. Have a clear plan with strategy and intention. I created something for you guys. It's called The 7 Modes to Building a Successful Online Business. It's a free ebook and audio. It's absolutely free. It's at sistersense.com/SHH. SHH stands for Start, Here, Help. Okay? So, if you are one of those people, you're overthinking, you don't know where to start, the ebook is literally called Where Do I Start? The 7 Modes to Building a Successful Online Business. So here's the quick and dirty, just kind of not so, not so dirty, quick and not so dirty breakdown of the 7 modes. Any given time in my business and probably yours, you're in one of 7 modes. First mode is idea mode. Thinking, what should I create? What should I do? How do I monetize? You're in idea mode. Number 1. Number 2, creation mode. Creation mode, you're usually working on one of 2 things, either creating a new website or creating a product, right? So right now I am in content creation mode as part of the content creation challenge, right? So maybe you're in creation mode. Maybe that's what feels natural for you right now. Once you figure out what you want to do, what you want to focus on in idea mode, then you go to creation mode, okay? You create, amazing. Once you're done with that, you go to launch mode. Launch mode is when you create your plan of action. This is the people I want to reach. This is how I'm going to do it. These are my sales pages, my sales funnels, my campaigns. You're creating a plan of action in launch mode. After launch mode comes marketing mode. Marketing mode is when you actually start to promote your focus offer to the people that you want to reach. After marketing mode comes client mode. Client mode is awesome because in client mode, you're either working with clients or you're building relationships with clients. You're working to retain them, to reactivate them, to get them to bring their people to you. Client mode. Sometimes you guys don't see me on live streams. Sometimes I'm quiet. Why? Because I'm in another mode. Maybe I'm in idea mode, or maybe I am in launch mode when I'm coming up with a plan of action. You might be right now in marketing mode or launch mode or idea mode. You might be in client mode. Sometimes I'm not on here because I'm busy building websites for my clients. Client mode, right? Or engaging people on my email list. Client mode. The next one after that, after client mode, is break. Break mode. Sometimes you need to break before you've broken, okay? Sometimes you need to take a break after you've done a big launch. Sometimes you need to take a break after you've worked with clients on crazy, long, extensive projects. Sometimes you need to take a break so you can recharge yourself, right? Sometimes you need to take a break because you're blocked. You don't know what to do with your life or your vision or your business. Break mode. Last but not least, revamp mode. That's when you are recharged and you're ready to take a good look at what you've created, what you've done, so that you can revamp, revisit your vision, reconnect to your agenda, and then create the next level, the next conversation. Revamp mode. And then you start the process all over again. Idea, create, launch, right? Market, clients, break, revamp. Okay, I think I said all 7 in there somewhere. You are in, okay, I'm going to go back again because I'm like, did I do 8? What did I do? You're in idea mode, right? Idea, create, launch, market, client mode, break, revamp. Okay, 7. Now, again, it's a free ebook, 7 Modes to Success. Where do I start? You can download it. You can listen to the audio that goes along with it at sistersense.com/SHH. If you can drop that in the comment box so people can see it, that would be great. Sharing is caring. sistersense.com/SHH. Free ebook. Where do I start? The 7 Modes to building a successful online business. If you're an overthinker, this is great, because what I want to help you do essentially is identify for yourself, what mode are you in right now? When you ask me the question, LaShanda, where do I start? My response, start where you are. So for those of you participating live right now, based on the 7 modes that I just shared with you, where do you feel like you are right now? Are you in idea mode, launch mode, creation mode, break mode, client mode, marketing mode, revamp mode? Where are you right now? Thank you, sweetie, for sharing that. SistaSense.com/SHH to download your free ebook, Where Do I Start? The 7 Modes to Success, and the audio that goes along with it. So think about that. Drop it in the comment box. Let me know. Where are you? Marketing mode, which you need help with. Okay, we can talk. You can email me, sistasense@gmail.com. SISTASENSE@gmail.com. Sistasense.com. Idea mode. Good. Good. As a matter of fact, I don't want to overload my overthinkers. I don't want to do it. But I do have a video on marketing that you might want to watch. It's called More of the Big Four. It's a free video that you can watch. It's at sistasense.com/BVAC. For me, the big four when it comes to marketing: blogging, video, audio, and creating content. BVAC. It's a free video. sistasense.com/BVAC. So if you're in marketing mode and you want to know a little bit more about that, or some things that you can do in marketing mode, that's a good one. sistasense.com/BVAC. If you want to talk to me privately, you can email sistasense@gmail.com. So some of you guys are in launch mode. Some of you guys are in creation mode, marketing mode. Good. Think about where you are right now, which means this. If you know that you're in creation mode, you don't have to stress about being on live stream. You don't have to stress about marketing. Be in creation mode. Focus on creating content. Like I said, right now we're doing the Content Creation Challenge, all about me helping you create digital products and learn how to market yourself strategically through content marketing. And that challenge is at sistasense.com/CMC. Starts today for 90 days. From now to the next 90 days. And then once that's done, you can get the replays. sistasense.com/CMC, the Content Creation Challenge. Join us live now. After 90 days, the replays are going to be there, but it's really good to join live because then you can engage with me real time. And it starts today. Starts now. So maybe you're in content creation mode and that's all you need to do. When I'm in client mode, I don't worry about going on in marketing. I don't worry about anything else but my clients, building relationships with them, talking to them, retaining them, reactivating them. Because for me, that's what client mode is all about. I'm going to be honest with you. I started this year in break mode because I was broken. Baby girl was broken. Thank you for sharing that, sweetie. sistasense.com/CMC is where you can sign up for and start the Content Creation 90-Day Challenge. This year, I started the year, I had neck pains. Then the neck pain turned into shoulder pain. And the shoulder pain turned into arm pain. And I could barely move. I could barely turn my head. I was in so much pain. I spent a lot of days in bed. Baby girl was broken. I had to take a break. I had to recharge. I was doing yoga exercises. I was on a treadmill. Got my water, got my vitamins, got my apple cider vinegar. Anybody swear by apple cider vinegar? I pop a shot of my apple cider vinegar in the morning. I'm a diabetic. And so that's a whole other story. But I was tired, frustrated, fatigued, and I needed to get my body right because it was broken. So I was in break mode. For real. Now I am literally and figuratively springing back to action because that's the time of year. I have healed me. I am ready to move forward. And I am all about content. Content. Hence the Content Creation Challenge. I'm knocking out amazing, I'm creating amazing, and I'm helping the entrepreneurial women in my circle learn how to do the same thing too. Maybe possibly even you if you sign up for the challenge. That's what I'm doing. I was in break mode then. I am in content creation mode now. When you Identify and figure out where you are based on what's happening in your life and in your business. You don't have to overthink and worry about everything else that's going on. Just focus on what you need to do in that mode and nothing else. For the person who says they're in marketing mode and you need help with that, then all you need to do is focus on how I get better at marketing, how I find real ways to reach real people and bring in some real money. Marketing mode. That's it. You don't have to worry about all this other stuff. Figure out where you are and focus on that to reduce the overwhelm and the overthinking. Okay? So we talked about keeping it simple. We talked about now, where do I start? 7 modes to success can help you with that. I also mentioned to you, like I said, is it the presence or is it a plan? Start with creating a plan. This is a good place to start. This is a great place to start. The where do I start? 7 modes to success. That ebook, it's free. Dig in. And it's not long. It's like less than 10, 20 pages. It's not long. It's a quick read. It's a simple read, but it'll help you get clear about how you can move forward based on the mode that you are in now. How do I sell myself? This is a question that people have, LaShanda. How do I sell myself? Because I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this. I don't want to confuse people. How do I sell myself? So let's talk about that. I do multiple things. I have multiple interests. I create content for young people. I create Afro-positive Black content. I create websites, so I'm a web developer. I mentor and teach and support others through coaching and information products. I do a lot of things, and I don't confuse people in the sense of I meet people where they are. If you're coming to me and you're talking to me about marketing, then I'm going to talk to you about marketing. If you're coming to me and you're talking about you needing to start off building a website, then I'm going to talk to you about my web design services. If you're coming to me as a parent and you are a fellow parent of color, you're looking for positive things to put in your child's life, just like I'm always looking for positive things to put in my child's life, I'm going to talk to you from the perspective of my Black Moms Club, from my Bright Colors branding. I'm going to talk to you where you are and go from there. Some people, the overthinkers, some people, the people who want to tell you everything that they've done, they'll jump in the conversation, they'll say, I'm a this, I'm a this, I'm a this, I'm an author, I'm a coach, I can wash your car, I can I can show you how to cook great recipes for your kids. I don't overload people in the very beginning of the conversation with a laundry list of who I am. I listen. I take in where they're coming into the conversation, and then I give them what I do based on that conversation. I also keep it simple. At my core, I'm a web designer. So if you meet me for the first time and you're like, oh, what you do? Oh, I work at home, I'm a web designer. There's more to me than that. I know. People go, why you say that? There's so much more to you. I get that. I'm not about to overload people. That's who I am at my core. Based on the conversation, if I find that they need something, I'll go in that direction. But I'll keep it simple. Who are you at your core? Drop in the comment box for those of you participating live. Who are you at your core? Everything I do is an extension of my core. As a web designer, my marketing, my sales, my mentorship, everything I do is an extension of my core. Even the products that I create for, my Bright Colors t-shirts, my magazines, my pillows, that's my creative side coming out. I love to draw. I love to create, again, Afro-positive content. All of those things are an extension of the creative person that I am at my core. Who are you at your core? You're trying to be in a space where you don't want to confuse people. Just be you, right? Some people are overthinking this process because they're like, this person told me that I should teach this. I should do this. Other people are putting you in boxes and saying, this is who you should be. This is what you should sell. This is the kind of business that you should create. And you are overthinking because you know that there are so many other parts of you that you want to share with the world, but you're afraid to share those parts because what will they think? I'm not listening to them. Listen to you. Listen to your internals. Be in a space where you can confidently share your best you, all of you, with the world in a way that works for you. Stop trying to overthink it, overcomplicate it. You don't need to tell them every part of you all at once, right? Figure out the way that you can start the conversation and keep it simple. Hopefully I can share with you how to do that process and inspire you based on some of the things that I've done. So when it comes to keeping it clean and keeping it clear and keeping it simple, sistersense.com, that's one website. And on Sister Sense, I only focus on money marketing and sales, my web design skills, things that are relevant to people looking to build their online business. Then I have another platform, my Bright Colors brand. I only focus on what I do for the kids on that platform, what I create on that platform, the t-shirts, the books, the magazines on that platform. Right? Sometimes things can meld if they're relevant. Sometimes they're completely different and they need to have their own space. Don't overthink the process. Don't try to do too much for too many and put it all in one website if they can't all fit on one platform. But give yourself the grace of being all of your parts, all of the things that are in your heart, so that you're not what's the word I'm looking for? You're not depriving your interest and your true self, right? Right now, I'm all about Sister Sense. And then when I transition in the summertime, I'm all about Bright Colors, and doing that stuff and being creative and playing in that space. Give yourself the gift of diversity. Don't feel like you got to lock yourself in to one type of person, one type of business, one type of being. Open yourself up to the possibility that you can share different parts of you at different times without skipping a beat. So who are you at your core? Feel free to drop that into the comment box. Number 2, what are the different parts of you, right? What are your different interests? You can drop that in there as well. I love this. Be your whole true self. Your whole true self. Don't deny other parts of you. Don't just do one kind of thing or start one kind of business because somebody's telling you, no, that's the only thing that's going to sell. That's the thing that's right for you. Be your whole true self. Okay. I love this question. Oh my God. So here's another thing. Overwhelmers. Maybe you've had this question. They say that I need to use this platform. I need to use this tool. I need to do this thing. They being the sheroes, the heroes, and the gurus that you follow, that I follow, right? Some people are going to tell you to do this one thing and use this platform and try this one strategy because, just to be quite honest with you, that's what works for them and that's the only thing they know. Or maybe they want you to buy into something, right? I don't do that. I'm about helping you figure out your best path based on what you have and where you are. And for me to say that to you, that means that you don't have to try to listen to 15 other people and do 15 different things. I want you to start with you choosing to decide your best path and working with people who bring that out of you, not working with people who try to put you in a box and tell you this is the only way to go and this is the only thing to do and this is the only strategy that works, because that's their path. We are all on different journeys. We can integrate the best paths, or rather the best parts of each of our sheroes and heroes. We can integrate those best parts into our journey as best as we can, but that's as much as we can do. So let me talk about that. Number 1, when it comes to being on different platforms and engaging and sharing content, for me personally, I'm like this. Start with the platform that fits your personality. If you like to write, then blog. If you like to do video, then do video. If you don't want to get in front of the camera, then do audio. If it comes to, oh, LaShanda, they told me I need to be on all of these different types of platforms. Build where you feel you are comfortable, where you are your best true self, where you feel right. That's right. Build on platforms that fit your personality. Then what you can do is you can take one piece of content in the platform, in the format that works for you, and you can create other formats to share on different platforms. I'm going to give you a great example of that. I recently uploaded a new podcast episode on my iTunes. My iTunes is itunes.sistersense.com. That episode was actually a Facebook audio, a live audio that I did inside my mastermind group, that I repurposed it in my podcast. You're trying to figure out, as an overthinker, how do I get on all of these platforms and how do I do all this stuff at the same time? It's too much. It's overwhelming. You don't have to do that. Work on a platform that works for you, then take that one piece of content and repurpose it on different platforms. So when I do an audio, then I take the audio and then I turn it into the video. Or I transcribe the audio and I take what I said and I write it out so now I can share it to you in a written format. Share that one piece of content in different ways versus feeling like you need to be on 15 different platforms at one time. Great example of that. Today I did a Facebook live stream. Now I'm doing a Periscope live stream. Then after that, I'm going to do an Instagram, right? Then once I'm done, I'm going to have all those 3 together. How awesome is that? 3 web classes knocked out in one day on 3 different platforms. Every single platform I say, I'm on Facebook.sistersense.com, right? Now I'm on Periscope.tv/sistersense. All right, now meet me over on Instagram.com/sistersense. I do the 3 platforms and then I put it all together. Or you know what? I do one platform and then I say, hey, I did it on Facebook. If you missed it, go on Facebook. I take the Facebook, I take the Periscope, I take the Instagram, I save them, and then I upload them to YouTube so that anybody on YouTube can find me and they can watch what you're watching right now live. You don't necessarily have to be on 15 different platforms all at once. You just got to do this with strategy and intention. So I can do my Facebook Live, I'm done, I save the videos, I upload it to YouTube, I jump on my other platforms and say, hey, I did a class today, go here to watch it. That's it. Maybe I love to write, because I do. I write an article, and then I take that article and then I make it into a video. I take that article and then I speak it out into an audio. I take that article and then I turn it into an ebook. Repurpose one piece of content 5 different ways, and that's going to allow you to reach different people on different platforms without feeling like you got to be on all of them at once, right? Get smart about it so you're not overthinking the process. Create a system that works for you so that process can work for you. Okay? Now, do you have to do how I do? Do you got to do all of what I do? Absolutely not. Work on what serves you. Stop overthinking the process. Stop trying to be everything for everybody. Stop trying to do everything like everybody you see doing what you're trying to do because you want to come up. Do what serves you. Do what works for you right now. So the last 2 things I'm going to share with you on that, like I mentioned before, when I do audio, I tend to turn my audios into video so that I can upload them on video challenges. On video platforms like YouTube. Then I upload them on Facebook and what have you. Then I'll take clips of them and I'll put them on Instagram. One of the things I love about Instagram is that when I post on Instagram, because I have connected it to my business account, automatically my Instagram posts go to Twitter and Facebook. So simultaneously, I could just put something on Instagram and it's on Facebook and Twitter. Sometimes you could just use one platform and then have that platform shoot out your stuff to other platforms so it feels like you're in different places even though you're just in one spot. You gotta be strategic and intentional about how you make it happen for yourself. And as I said to you, when it comes to live, I'm, very strategic and intentional. Either I'm gonna sit here with different mobile devices and simultaneously be on all 3 platforms at once, or I'm going to do what I'm doing today, which is jumping from one platform to the next and saying, hey, come meet me over here. And then I'm going to upload the replays on my YouTube channel so that it works for me, again, with strategy and intention. I'm not going to let the process overwhelm me. I'm not going to overthink the process. These are the things that I do when it comes to content distribution, making it simple, making it work. Like I said, content marketing, digital content creation, sharing quality information across multiple platforms. I love to do that, but I do it with strategy and intention. Number 1, I don't jump on the scene just to be seen. So I'm not going to come on here and do live streams to be like, do you like my hair today? This is what I'm eating. I don't do that. I got money to make and things to do, bills to pay. I work on my business. But when I come on here, I'm teaching, I'm motivating, and I'm inspiring for 1 day, for 7 days, for 30 days, consistently, strategically, with quality, and then I'm on to the next thing. This is what I do to get things done, to create digital content, to do content marketing with strategy and intention. I'm giving you a little piece of that now because I want to talk about how to build it like a boss, how to work your online business with strategy and intention, especially for my overthinkers. And we dig into this a little bit more. Well, a lot more inside the Content Creation Challenge, the 90-day experience that starts today. You can sign up at sistasense.com/CMC if you want to join me and start working on your content marketing and your content creation skills. I'm giving you a piece of it today, but we can dig in even deeper as part of the challenge. Okay. So I've got all of these pages and pages, but I've got just a few more recommendations that I'm going to share with you here. Like I said, I did have an awesome session this morning on Facebook on how to make time for the things that you want in your life. That is facebook.com/sistasense. As soon as I wrap up with the last few points that I want to share with you here, I am going to go on instagram.com/sistasense so I can do another web class on how to turn one offer into 4-5 figures. Awesome class. That's the one that's coming up next, but let's finish up this one now. Here is another great question that I'm going to engage you around and share recommendations around. And this one is about, how do I create a lot of content? And how do I find the time to create a lot of content? When you are an overthinker, you already built your virtual empire. You already built your online business in your head. Yes? Any of you? You're like, all these things that you want to do, it's in your head. You're overthinking it and you're overwhelmed about all this stuff that you want to do. And you're like, when am I going to find the time to do this, right? You remember Bewitched? She will wiggle her nose and snap her fingers and just magically make things happen. How wonderful it would be if you could do that, right? You could just magically snap your hands, snap your fingers, and then everything that you want is created. Doesn't work that way. Number one, I said today, I broke it down how to make time for the things that you want in your life. Watch that free web class replay at facebook.com/sistasense. But let me share a few recommendations with you now. One of my personal favorites is to bulk. So I wanted to share so much content with you today, and I wanted to do it in a way that worked for me and worked for you. So I can't do live stream every day. I don't even know if I can do live stream every day for the next 30 days. But I did know that Sunday is an amazing, blessed, quiet day for me to sit here and knock out 3 fabulous and free web classes for you. And then once that's done, I'm going to share those replays. Bulk task. I'm doing 3 web classes today across 3 social platforms, and then maybe that's the most you'll see from me for a week or 2 until I'm ready to come back and check in with you. If you want to create all this stuff and you're trying to figure out, how am I going to do it? How I'm going to be on all these platforms? Maybe you bulk task, right? Like I'm knocking out several live classes today. Maybe you sit down and you knock out several chapters in that book, or create several audios in one day, or write several articles, or do several short videos in one day. Bulk task, so that you're not always trying to figure out how are you going to find the time every single day to get this stuff done, right? Keep it simple. If you only have a few days a month to knock out some stuff for a few hours, do that. Don't overthink the process. Don't wait. Create. Try that. Spurts. I tell people all the time, when it came to running track in school, I was a sprinter. I'm not a marathon runner. Okay? I love to sprint. I am an ADD kind of a girl. I like to do this today and that tomorrow. That's my personality. I don't fight it. I embrace it. I'm excited because I get to be here and do live streams for a couple of hours on different platforms today, and then poof, I'm gone. Watch the replays. Go to youtube.com/sistasense. Watch my YouTube channel, right? Do that, and then I'll see you back later. Sometimes I just like to work in spurts. Do that. Try that. If you feel like you can't commit to doing certain things every single day, bulk task, work in spurts. Repurpose everything. Everything. I talked to you today about smart things that I've done to repurpose my articles, turn them into audio or video, how I do a live stream, then repurpose the live stream, upload it to my YouTube or my Facebook, or take little clips, because on Instagram you can only do 60 seconds. Take little 60-second clips and post them on Instagram or on Twitter. Repurpose everything. Find a smart way to do it. So you're not overwhelmed by the thought of, I got to do it here, then I got to do it there, then I got to do it there, then I got to do it there. I can't be on all these places. I don't have the time. Repurpose everything. So that guess what? When you can't do live and you're doing other things, you still have these repurposed items working for you. Case in point, I told you at the beginning of the year, baby girl was broken. I took a break. I was quiet live stream wise, but I wasn't quiet in other ways. I was still engaging with my audience, doing my mastermind sessions, living my life and making money, honey. So what I was doing during that time, I was creating these emails and saying, hey, listen, go watch this great live stream that I did. Go watch this great audio. Go listen to this audio message that I created on my podcast, on Daily Direction. I was repurposing and resharing my best content via email and audio when I was too tired to get in front of the camera and do video. Repurpose everything so you can have these things working for you in the background while you're working on other things in the foreground. Don't try to be everything to everybody all at once. That is going to be overwhelming. You got to do this stuff with strategy and intention. Repurpose everything. Are you doing that? Are you bulk tasking? Are you creating these times where you do the spurts? Are you creating stuff and then you keep finding yourself, I got to be live, I got to create, I got to create, I got to create. Always, always, always being live versus being smart about making the most of what you've already created and sharing your best content with people consistently without always having to be live. I love to teach that. Again, that's what my content creation challenge is all about, me showing you how to do content marketing and engage people across your blog, across your website, and various social media platforms, plus how to strategically create digital products. We're doing that for 90 days. If you want to join the challenge, it is at sistasense.com/CMC Content Creation Challenge. Sistasense, that's me, SISTASEN.com, sistasense.com/CMC. Okay? So let's keep going. Oh, I love this one. I just said to you, some people are in a space where they feel like they always have to be on, they always have to be live, they always have to reach new people, they always have to create new content. Do you ever feel like that? If you feel like that, I want to help you with the overthinking and the overwhelm by sharing a very interesting truth. Here are 3 books that are like the granddaddy of motivation and mindset and business. These 3 books I'm sure that you've heard of before. One of the first ones, it's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Anybody ever heard that or read that? Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Well, that book was published in 1997, okay? Rich Dad, Poor Dad was first published in 1997. The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, that book that a whole lot of people swear by, myself included, because I like it. The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People was published in 1989. One of my favorite motivational speakers from way back in the day, Napoleon Hill. One of my favorite quotes from Napoleon Hill is, whatever the mind can believe and conceive, it can achieve. His book, Think and Grow Rich, was first published in 1937. So think about that, 1937. How many years ago was that? 1987, 1997, 1989. How many years ago was this? These are businesses. These are books. These are professionals. These are motivators. These are entrepreneurial people who have created products that are still selling, that are still transforming lives, that are still reaching people across the globe. Which means what? You don't have to do everything new. You don't always have to reach new people. You don't always have to create new content. Master your gift. Master the content that you create and keep putting that same stuff out there so that you can create a legacy, that you're generating revenue, not just fast cash, not just, oh, the only way I know how to make money is to keep creating new stuff because every time I launch something new, I make new money. Get better at strategically selling the old stuff that you've created, the best stuff that you created. And it doesn't matter that it's old. Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill was from 1937 and people are still reading it because it's valuable, it's evergreen, it's amazing content. Thank you for sharing this, sweetie. Take an opportunity to share this to your people if you feel like this is something they need to hear. This is something that you can do if you're overwhelmed or you're overthinking. And a part of the overwhelm is that you're overworked because you are in a space where you're programmed to believe you always have to create new, you always have to reach new people. Get better at mastering your craft, mastering the products that you create, and creating signature offers that stand the test of time, that people want today, that people want to come back to tomorrow, that people share with other people even after you're gone. That's an amazing space to be. Next, I've got a few more of these to share with you, and then I'm going to jump off here and then go on Instagram.com/SisterSense to do a live session on how to turn one offer into 4 figures. Whew, I need my water, y'all. I left my water in the house. Okay. Whew. One way that you can create a space where you don't always feel like you're having to be live, that you always have to engage, and that you always have to work in your business is by creating funnels. Maybe you've heard it before and you've not done it before. I know. I'm going to get my water just before I go into the next live stream. Thank you, sweetie. Maybe you've heard it before, but you've not done it before, or you're a little bit anxious or triggered when you hear the word sales funnel. It becomes, oh my God, this is this technical thing that it seems like it's a lot of work and it's a lot of hard stuff to do. I get it. I was there. I couldn't really wrap my head around funnels, but then when I did, whoo, boy, did I. You want to start to integrate, funnels so you can take the sales experience that you're giving to your people. Somebody said they were in marketing mode. You want to create a sales experience that is on autopilot. I said to you, I was broken. I needed a break at the beginning of the year. A lot of the stuff that I sent out was automated, right? So I'm sending emails to people and saying, here's an email offer that you can go get. An OTU, an opt-in to upsell offer. Here are some freebies that you can go download. Here, go watch this video. Here, go take a look at this replay of this great session that I did. Once I did 31 days of live streams on Periscope, and it's called 31 Days to Maintain Your Momentum. All 31 days, all the replays are in a bundle at sistersense.com/momentum. This is number 1, how I repurpose. This is number 2, how I make sales funnels work for me. I create automated experiences for people, so it doesn't matter if I'm doing it live right now or not. Somebody is able to binge watch and take in the best of what I have. You want to reduce overwhelm and overthinking? Integrate more automation and sales funnels into your process. So for those of you who are here live, think about that. You can even let me know, do you do sales funnels? Are they scary for you? Or have you heard about them and you've not tried them? I'm definitely teaching simple sales funnels inside of my content creation challenge, which again is at sistersense.com/CMC. Automation, integration of just simple things, you emailing your people, checking in with them, personalized messages, that helps you continue the conversation. That helps you create everyday sales. So listen, I don't know what's going to sell today, but I know something's going to sell because somebody's watching a video, somebody's reading an email, somebody's starting my course, somebody's scheduling a clarity call, because I have all of these pieces working for me in the background. That's how my empire works. That's how it flows. Whether I'm on live today or not, whether I'm feeling a little bit down or tired and taking a break, I always have these funnels working for me in the back end. And if you want to be in a space where you reduce overwhelm and you get a little bit more strategic and intentional about moving forward in your business, you need to have those things working for you too. Okay. As I mentioned to you before, I want you to be aware of you thinking so far into the future about all the things that you want to create that you overwhelm yourself and you don't do anything. I talked about starting with one thing first, the first step, keeping it simple, right? and just reducing overwhelm as much as you can using some of the strategies that I talked about today. The last thing that I'm going to share with you is this: the what if wheel. Okay, the what if wheel. You know the hamster wheel? Hamster goes on the wheel and he starts to spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin. You ever hear people say, I'm spinning my wheels, I feel like I'm running in place and I can't move forward? A lot of times when you're overthinking, it's because you're on the what if wheel. What if this happens? What if this happens? What if they say this? What if that happens? Da, 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 da. Anybody ever go on the what if wheel and you find yourself overwhelmed with all of the thoughts about the possibilities of what can happen before anything has even actually happened yet? I want you to get woke, become aware of when you go down the what if wheel, there's a what if monster that's trying to distract you from you actualizing your vision and being the person that you need to be. So I want you to be conscious of the what if wheel. When you get on that thing and you start spinning and spinning and spinning, go, stop. Because here's 3 things I want you to make sure that you keep in mind when it comes to what ifs. At the end of the day, you can't control what's going to happen. You can't control what people think. And you can't control what others do with the things that you can create. All you can do is be in a space where you control your actions and your reactions. So the actions you take to move forward and you being able to visualize the things that you want for yourself in your business. And then the reaction to things that happen to you, whether good or bad. If a bad thing happens, if you lose this or a challenge happens, to me at the end of the day, you never really lose. You always win and you learn. Take that to heart. Some of this anxiety and overwhelm and overthinking is because you're in a space where you're trying to control how people are going to react, what people are going to do. If you learn enough strategies, if you learn enough techniques, you can launch and do it perfectly and automatically everybody's going to buy and everything's going to sell and da-da-da. You can't control anybody. One of the things I tell and I teach my mentees is people don't buy when you want them to buy. They buy when they're ready to buy. Your responsibility is simply to just be consistent and to share your quality content regular basis. That's it. All you can control are your actions and reactions. So accept that, embrace that, and stop finding yourself on the what if wheel. I'm not saying get rid of the what if wheel, because if you are that kind of person and you go on that wheel and you start spinning, that's okay. But you got to be conscious of that so you know you can snap yourself out of the what if wheel, jump off it, and then jump on to actually getting things done and moving forward. Not getting so overwhelmed where you're just thinking and overthinking and not getting anything done. So again, the 2 things that you can control, your actions and your reactions. That's it, no more. Trust the process. Embrace that whatever happens, happens for the greatest and highest good, and that everything is going to happen in divine right timing. You can't force it, you can't push it. It just is that way. So stop trying to think about and overthink the process to the point that you want to perfect and prevent anything that what if. You can't. Embrace, accept, move forward in the reality and the comfort of knowing that what you can control, your actions and your reactions. Okay. I think that's it. That's it. These are the things that I wanted to share with you today with respect to building it like a boss. One of my favorite quotes is, the only time work comes before success is, the only time success comes before work is in the dictionary. I think that's how it goes. You got to do the work, basically. Success does not come before work. You have to do the work first. Again, the only time success comes before work is in the dictionary. I think that's how the quote goes. But I say that to say you've got to work this out. And if you want to be successful in your life and in your business, you've got to get to a place where you can reduce and overcome the overwhelm and the overthinking. So you work and you act and you implement and move forward. Remember, at the very beginning of this conversation, I said the process is simple. You learn, you plan, you execute, you analyze, you repeat. Learn, plan, execute, analyze, repeat. You can't do that if you keep finding yourself stuck in learning mode or planning mode, trying to figure out if I learn enough, I'm going to get it right the first shot, or if I plan enough, I'm going to get it right on the first shot. Perfection comes in the process of you doing and making mistakes. All great things come from the mistakes and the failures, because out of that space, we are innovative, we're creative, we're resilient, and we move forward. So stop trying to make it perfect. Stop trying to make it right the first time around. Stop overthinking, right? Simplify the process to amplify your success. That's one of my personal Sister Sense sayings, and I'm sticking with it. So take this opportunity to let me know if there's anything in particular you learned today. I would love to know. If you've got questions, if you need help with anything, you could certainly email me, sistersense@gmail.com. And of course, the Content Marketing Challenge, the Content Creation Challenge, it starts now at sistersense.com/CAC. No, wait, CMC. sistersense.com/CMC. I'm going to take one power second here just to see if there's anything else I want to share with you today before I go. But I want to help you start up, go up, glow up, and do what you need to do with strategy and intention when it comes to building your online business. Hopefully I was able to do a little bit of that good today. Thank you. Thank you so much, sweetie, for being here with me. I know it's been a minute, but I'm excited to be here and motivate and inspire you guys to do something this beautiful Sunday. Let's see if there's anything else that I want to share with you here. No, that's it. That really is it. That's it. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to now jump off here within the next 5 minutes or so. I'm going to jump onto Instagram.com/SisterSense so I can do my final web class of today, which is all about sharing with you how you can strategically and intentionally turn one offer into 4 figures and beyond. Plus, I'm going to share my favorite 6-figure equation. You need this equation in your life. It's going to be at sistersense.com/Instagram. And of course, once all of these live sessions are done, hopefully you can still watch the replays on the various platforms I've created them on. But of course, you can always go to my YouTube channel, search for LaShanda Henry, search for Sister Sense. You'll find me and probably find a lot of these replays there as well. So that's it for today, guys. Go forth, create amazing. Hopefully I'll see you, some of you, a couple of minutes from now on the live Instagram. And most of you inside of the Content Creation Challenge, the 90-day experience. All right, take care.